Hey, what's going on? My name is Dan, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about what is Amazon FBA, how it works, how to make money from it as a complete beginner starting from zero, and also why it is one of the best online businesses that you can start today. Now, if you just found out about Amazon FBA and selling on Amazon, and you've been wanting to learn how to start a successful online passive income business, this video is for you. Likely, if you're watching this video today and you were anything like me when I started, what you want is freedom. You want the freedom to buy anything you want. You want the freedom to travel anywhere you want. You want the freedom to spend time however you want and wake up whenever you want and live life on your own time, on your own schedule, without having to depend on a 9-to-5 job that slowly takes away your life progressively day by day. If these are just some of the thoughts that you've been having, then you've come to the right place. Today, I am proud to present to you what is the first video in the Ecom Freedom complete free Amazon FBA YouTube course. Now, this will be a full 10 to 15 part Amazon FBA course completely free. I'm making it available for free on my YouTube channel here. And you have my promise now that this will be the final best Amazon FBA selling on Amazon course on YouTube. And we're regularly going to keep this updated, and we'll make sure that we'll always make new videos whenever things change. Now, right as I said that, I know that a bunch of online gurus and YouTubers who sell online courses just ask themselves the question, wait, is he about to give away all the information that we charge for free? And the answer is yes. So why am I releasing a free program on Amazon FBA? Because I know that most people simply don't have $500, $1,000, or even $3,000, $5,000 for those courses that everyone's selling online. And if you're anything like me when I started several years ago, heck, you probably only have maybe $200, $300, $1,000 max. And also, another reason is that I'm tired of all these people, all these new people online popping up what seems like every single day with some kind of new $497 or $997 online course, which is unproven, unverified. You got no idea if it's worth your time and money or not. When you're starting as a complete beginner, you need to make sure that you're spending every single dollar properly towards actually bringing you success, not on Joe Blow's random online course. So this is exactly why I'm creating this completely free Amazon FBA course on YouTube, which will be complete. It will have every single step that you need to actually start making money with Amazon FBA and build yourself a successful online business that will change your life. Now, what I'm going to include in this program is all the valuable information and all the secrets that I've been fortunate enough to learn myself in my own life that has resulted in me achieving freedom forever, and that being financial freedom, happiness, and fulfillment. For years, I've been making YouTube videos helping millions of people around the world go through the exact same transformation that I made in my own life several years ago with e-commerce, with Amazon FBA, and online business. And I know what's going on. I've been where you're at, struggling, lost, stuck in a negative situation or a situation of scarcity, wondering if there is a better way. And the thing is you know there's a better way, but you just want to know the steps. You want to know exactly what first step to take, and you want to basically be led to the results. You want to be led to the better life. You know, that's all I wanted when I was first starting out, but I did not have the guidance, and I made mistakes. I've gone through obstacles. I've lost a ton of money, falling for a bunch of different online scams, unfortunately. And so by releasing this information for free, I want this to reach millions of people around the world and to really start the freedom movement. Now, you have my promise. This will be the best Amazon FBA selling on Amazon course on YouTube. It's going to change millions of people's lives, especially those who take action. So make sure you take action, make sure you watch every single video, and you really pay attention. Now, one thing I want to tell you right from the beginning is you're not going to find a way to get rich quick and easy in this course that I'm making. Why? Because it simply doesn't exist. What you will find is real information that's changing millions of people's lives around the world, people who are waking up to e-commerce, the massive opportunities with online business today, and those who are choosing to fight for their freedom, those who are taking a stand and starting their own online business. What you're about to learn is life-changing, but it will require time, dedication, effort, persistence, and most of all, action. So make yourself the commitment, make yourself the promise. You will watch this entire video on Amazon FBA on building this amazing business. You're going to pay attention. You're going to put your phone on flight mode. You're going to focus, and you will learn. Focus is today's most valuable currency, because it seems in today's distracted world, nobody is focused. Nobody can even focus for even 5 seconds, 10 seconds without checking social media. So put your phone on flight mode right now. Pause this video if you have to. do it, and come back and watch this entire video because it will change your life. Now, in every single video in this entire Amazon FBA course that we're doing here, you're going to find timestamps below for each section and each topic that we're talking about. And I wanted to do that so that you can come back to each useful part in the video because it's a lot of information. You might feel overwhelmed at certain times, and that's fine. It's all part of the learning process. So you're going to be able to pause the video, come back later, and you're going to be able to go directly to that timestamp of that topic to really make sure that you understand every single step of building an Amazon FBA business, of building your first successful e-commerce business that will allow you to live a life of freedom. And even though I did include the timestamps below, I highly recommend that you watch every single part in this video and in all of the videos, as I literally took information from courses out there that cost thousands of dollars and I'm giving it to you 100% for free so you can actually use it to build yourself a successful online Amazon FBA business. And best of all, this is real information. There's no BS, no fluff content. I'm tired of it. I've been in this industry for years now. I've been making these YouTube videos and, I've seen millions of people's lives change. But what honestly pisses me off is the massive amount of people who are illegitimate and they love to just give people advice that's unfounded, unverified, and essentially all the time I find that they're basically just copying other people, including myself. And so that's why this actually works. And you can leave a comment, as you go through these videos. Tell me what you think. Tell me if this is actually educational for you and if this is changing your life. So what actually is Amazon FBA and why is it such a good way to make money? Well, what Amazon FBA stands for is just simply Fulfillment by Amazon. And what that is it's Amazon's global program that allows anybody in the world, including yourself, to actually sell products on its platform. And the best part about it is that you don't have to go and actually manually pack products and ship them yourself to customers. Amazon does everything for you, and that is the game changer over here. You see, if we go back a number of years, back into the early 2000s and early 2010s, back then, the same thing would basically be selling on eBay. If you were around there, maybe you weren't around at that time, what you would do is you would find a product that's selling well. You can potentially import it from China or from another country. Usually it's from China, just like it is today. You can also import from other countries, which we're going to cover in this program as well. And you would sell it on eBay. But the problem was you basically just gave yourself another part-time or even full-time job. You would have to sit in your garage, receiving products from your supplier and repackaging them yourself and basically driving to the post office every day, fulfilling and shipping out your orders. And so what's changed is the rise of Amazon, the rise of this amazing company that has basically created the world's most powerful logistics and infrastructure system. Amazon's got its own planes. Amazon's got its own fleet. Amazon's got warehouses all around the world. Amazon FBA currently ships out to over 100 countries around the world, making it the absolute best way to sell products online just because of the sheer amount of customers that you can reach if you're selling a product online. So how do you actually make money? So what you're doing is you're finding a product on Amazon that's already selling well, and then you would basically you would find it on a website called Alibaba, and it doesn't have to be on Alibaba, there are other methods as well, but that's the most popular website. It's the #1 most popular website for finding Asian and Chinese suppliers, and most of the products in the world nowadays come from China. So you would find a product that's selling well already, you would think of a way to improve it either slightly or significantly if you can, and obviously the more you improve it, the higher chance that you'll make a profit. But even if you find a way to improve a product slightly, you already significantly increase the chances of you making money and starting a successful business and brand. Now the focus is on building a brand. That is the key. And why is that the key? Because what you're doing is when you find a product that's already selling well, you don't want to just sell a generic version of the product. What you want to do is you want to build your own brand. So you come up with your own logo, your own brand name, and then you get your supplier in China or anywhere around the world. You can actually source from anywhere, which we're going to talk about in this program. And you're going to be able to basically just get them to put your brand on the product and ship it out like that and sell it in that way on Amazon. And what that's called is private labeling. And the best part about the entire business is that anybody in the world can start this as long as you are on the approved Amazon list of countries, which is right here. And even if you are not, there are ways to actually sell on Amazon. We're going to discuss that later on in this course as well, so don't worry about that. Here are some statistics about selling on Amazon just to show you how powerful this business model really is today. Over 50% of all the products sold on Amazon are sold by third-party sellers. That means people like you and me. Over 50% of all Amazon sellers today have reported that they're making over 6 figures per year in sales. And over 74% of all Amazon sellers, nearly 3/4 of every single person selling on Amazon, have reported that they earn more than $1,000 per month in sales. Now, sales does not mean profit. With e-commerce, The typical profit margin is anywhere between 30% and 50% at the higher end. Now we're going to talk all about that later. So if you take, for example, 6 figures per year, that's $100,000 per year, you divide that by 12, that gives you approximately $8,333. Now if you take approximately 40% of that, and we're just going to use 40% as an average for e-commerce, that's about $3,333 per month in clean profit. So as you can see, this business model is working for many people around the world and reporting high levels of income and high levels of sales. More than half of sellers, more than 50%, have reported that they've reached lifetime sales of over $100,000, and 22%, that's almost one quarter, have exceeded $1 million in lifetime sales. Now ask yourself, do you have what it takes? Why can't that be you? What is stopping you from joining the ranks of these people? And here's a final interesting statistic. A large number of Amazon sellers, over 43%, have seen lifetime profits of more than $25,000, and 5% have reported that they're millionaires from their Amazon FBA businesses alone. Now, just to give you an example and to show you how simple it is to make money selling on Amazon, I will type in the name of a product. For example, let's say the Cold Brew Coffee Maker. I love coffee. I'm very passionate about it, and I would buy expensive coffee gear. Actually, I've probably spent over $1,000 already just on coffee this year. Now, this product right here, this Coffee Gator Cold Brew Kit, it looks extremely professional. The packaging is amazing. It's well branded. You've got these beautiful pictures, and it costs $26.99. And it has 712 reviews. You would think that this is some kind of a massive business. You would think that, they've probably been established for a very, very long time. In fact, let me show you something. If we pull up this software called Jungle Scout, which is a tool that shows us how much money a product is making per month in sales, this cold brew coffee kit alone is making over $30,000 per month. It's selling 31 units per day, and it's selling about 1,141 units per month. And that's just from one product. So let me show you exactly where they found their product. Let's go on a website called Alibaba.com. All right, and now let's type in cold brew coffee kit. And as you can see, if you scroll down, there are a ton of different cold brew coffee makers. Right here, we've got one, $4 to $15. It's quite a wide range, but you can already see it's significantly less than the $26. So here it is. Here's the product. Let's click on it. As you can see, this is the product without the logo, and it's being sold by a supplier called Sinoglass Housewares Company. And they are based in China, 9 years of experience. And what this seller actually did, they built a brand, they put their logo on the product, and now they're reaping the rewards. They're making over $30,000 per month just, by designing a beautiful product, a beautiful box, and really building a powerful and valuable brand that is respected in the coffee niche on Amazon and in e-commerce. Now let me tell you, you can do the exact same thing. I've seen this exact same model change millions of people's lives, and right now, this is the greatest opportunity that has ever existed to actually be able to achieve passive income, a passive income business, achieve freedom, and change your life. Now, the first question you're probably asking yourself is, can I do this from anywhere in the world? Yes, you can. Now, Amazon has what's called the Amazon Approved Countries list. So not every country in the world can actually create an Amazon seller account. And you need an Amazon seller account to actually be able to send product into Amazon and actually sell it and use the service. Now, if your country is not on this list, that's okay. We're going to cover later on in this program how to actually be able to avoid that and still sell on Amazon, because this is such an amazing opportunity. So yes, you can do this from anywhere in the world. All you need is a laptop or a reliable computer, an internet connection, and some money to start. Now, the next question you're probably asking is, how much money do I need to start to actually be able to succeed? So this is e-commerce, and I'm giving you the realistic expectation here. You need to have money to start. You cannot start with $0. You can't start this business with actually less than $1,000 US. And the reason for that is because even if we take that cold brew coffee kit example, the cold brew coffee maker we saw on Alibaba, that was about, let's just say, $5 per piece. When you create your brand, to actually be able to sell on Amazon, you need to order what's called a test order. So you need to order product in bulk. Now, you're not going to order 1,000 units or 2,000 units. You're going to order the minimum order quantity, which is the MOQ. And that basically, in fancy words, all that means is the minimum amount of units where your supplier will be able to actually customize the product for you, which you need, and they're actually going to be able to put the logo on. So if we take that example of $5 per cold brew coffee maker, and then we multiply that by 250 250, which is a typical lowest minimum order quantity, 250 units, that's about $1,250. Now, including shipping, including customs fees, that will definitely go up to at least $1,500 to $1,750. So the final cost for this particular example is about $1,750. To be safe, as you can see, if this is the product you are pursuing, it would cost you about $2,000. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to choose a product that costs $5. You can choose a product that costs $3, $2. The great part about this business is that there are millions of products out there, and there are even more ways. There are millions of ways that you can actually go take a product, improve on it in a unique way that actually is valuable to your target market. Add your own talent, your own experience. We all come from different paths of life, and we all have strengths and talents. Maybe you're good at graphic design. Maybe you're good at thinking of a way that this product can be used for a different target market. So using your talent, using your unique life experience, you can improve the product. Now, even if you don't have anything like that, that's fine. I've seen people that have built 6-figure businesses, 7-figure businesses. They became millionaires from Amazon FBA by just following the steps that I'm sharing with you in this entire free YouTube course. So the answer to the question of how much money do I really need to start? At the minimum, $1,000, and if you have about $2,000, that's perfect. Now, let's say you only have maybe $500 right now. Well, as long as you're able, from your job, or you have a source of income where you're able to actually save up money slowly over the next few months, that's fine. As long as you have between $1,000 and $2,000, you're golden. I started my first Amazon FBA business with $1,800, and I managed to turn that into an income of $30,000 per month in sales. And that was over $30,000 per month. This was several years ago. Now I've come a long way since then. However, that just shows you that there really is no other business out there that can provide you that same level of return. Now, when I say there really is no other business that allows you to turn that little amount of money into an actual profitable business that you're proud of, that you can be proud of, that actually delivers valuable products to customers, I mean it. If we look at a traditional business, let's say you would go out there and you would open up a typical McDonald's franchise. $1 million. In fact, McDonald's wouldn't even consider you if you had less than $900,000 in personal assets. That means personal money. What about Subway? Between $110,000 and $260,000. Wendy's requires $2 million in liquid assets and a $5 million net worth. So as you can see, it is absolutely crazy, right? I mean, I certainly did not have that kind of money when I was starting out. I barely had $1,000 in my bank account. Pizza Hut, $1 million net worth. Dunkin' Donuts, between $230,000 to $1.7 million. Not to mention, all these are retail businesses, and we all know what's going on with retail businesses with the massive rise of e-commerce. So $1,000 to $2,000, and if you don't have that amount of money, I suggest you continue watching, because if you have the will, there's always a way. Now, another question that you might be asking is, isn't it already too late? I mean, surely there are tons of competitors on there. Surely it's just too saturated, too competitive. It's way too late to get into Amazon FBA. And the answer to that is no, it's not too late. In fact, right now is the best time to start. There's a famous saying, the best time to start a business was 1 year ago, but the second best time to start is today. So yes, it would have been better to start earlier. Imagine if you had started this business 1 year ago, just doing Amazon FBA every single day for hours on end. I mean, if you just took the time that you applied to your 9-to-5 job and instead you use that in building your own Amazon FBA business, your own online business that actually contributes directly to your goals and dreams and to your own personal freedom, imagine where you'd be today. And again, to answer the question of, is it too late? One thing you have to understand is we're currently witnessing one of the greatest technological revolutions in the history of humanity. Retail e-commerce sales worldwide, so that's the total amount of money spent on e-commerce online, is rising at 20% every single year, year to year, and it's been doing that since 2014. There are currently over 2 billion people shopping online in 2020, and that's over 25% of the world's population. In fact, over 82% of American households have an Amazon Prime membership, which allows them to be eligible for Amazon's same-day or 2-day Prime shipping. That is absolutely insane, and there are no signs of Amazon's growth stopping anytime soon. Now, there are plenty of sellers on Amazon, and they're selling millions of products, but the truth is that the amount of new customers on Amazon, coming on Amazon every single day, every single month, every single year, is outpacing the amount of new products and new sellers coming on Amazon today. And that's not going to change because there are simply way more people that are interested in buying products than there are people who are interested in starting a business. Most people don't want to start a business. Entrepreneurship is for the minority. There's a reason why there's a saying, the 99% versus the 1%. Most of the 1% of society are entrepreneurs. They started their own business business, they took a risk, a calculated risk, and they fought for their dreams and they succeeded. Now, another secret that many people aren't aware of is that most sellers on Amazon have no idea what they're doing and are still making amazing amounts of money. And that's the truth. What they're doing is they're basically just copying and pasting products on Amazon. They're just seeing a product, they're copying and pasting it, putting on some logo, doesn't really look that good, and they're posting it up. And just because of Amazon's massive distribution, Amazon's massive popularity today, they're making money. And they're making a lot of money. Now, what they don't know is the power in building a brand. And that's exactly what we're going to focus on in this entire 10 to 15 part series here on my YouTube channel. So you do not have to worry about competition. You do not have to worry about saturation. The only question that you have to ask yourself is, if there are millions of people out there making money on Amazon, why can't that be me? Now, this brings us to a very important topic. So far in this video, all we've discussed were the good sides of Amazon. We haven't really discussed the negative sides. And to every single thing on earth, there is always a pro and a con. What's important with this business and with any online business is to have realistic expectations. No, you will not become a millionaire overnight with Amazon FBA. You know, when you hear about it on the news, about people going from nothing, from rags to riches, what you don't see is the years. You don't see the years of hard work, probably the tens of years of hard work that was done under the radar, you know, people just grinding, these people just putting in the work. And so that's what you're going to do. Now, it's not going to take dozens of years. It will not take anywhere near that amount of time, but you must have realistic expectations. What you're starting is an e-commerce business, and you're starting a physical products business. So, you know, traditionally, 50 years ago, if you were starting this would have been a lot harder. There was no internet, and you would have had to pitch your product to stores like Walmart to actually get them on the shelves. And you would have had to do this all physically. You would have had to organize your delivery, your logistics yourself, and you don't have to do any of that anymore. But you must understand you're starting a real business. This is not some kind of a get-rich-quick scheme. If you're looking for that, click off of this video. Do not watch the series. This is not the channel for you. So let's set some realistic expectations, all right? How much money can I actually make? Well, that's entirely up to you, all right? Now, I already told you the statistics, and they are good statistics. They are true, and I can tell you they're true based on my experience with Amazon FBA. However, there are also many people that never actually sell anything. They never actually become profitable, or they give up. You know, the majority of the reasons people actually are never able to start a successful online business is because they give up. And also, second of all, they lack the correct information. And so with this program, I'm solving that, and I'm giving this to you right here on YouTube as much as I possibly can for free. So understand that you are starting a real business, and there is a chance that it will fail, and you're gonna have to go probably through a few failures before you succeed. Now, that doesn't mean that you guaranteed will fail. No, there are plenty of people who succeed with their very first product, and that could entirely be you. Just to give you a personal example, I had 2 failed products and my third one succeeded. Now, there's an amazing statistic, and once I heard the statistic, it changed my life entirely. 99% of people give up after their third failure. 99%. So I knew right away that if I could push through 3 failed products, there was a very, very high chance that I would succeed. So that's the first realistic expectation you should have, that you're building a real business. It's going to take time, it's going to take work, it's going to take money, but the payoff is huge. The second realistic expectation you should have is that even though, yes, you can start with $1,000 to $2,000, you are starting a physical products business. It's cash flow intensive. What that means is that, let's say that you started that cold brew coffee maker product, and let's say that it cost you $2,000 to start the product. We'll take the higher number just for the sake of the video. Let's say that product gets into Amazon and it sells out entirely and you make a great profit. Well, now you're going to need to order more units, because if you don't have units to sell in Amazon, in the Amazon warehouse, you're not making any money. So you're going to need to come up with an even higher amount of money, much higher than $2,000, to actually order your second batch of units. Because, you know, the whole point of a test order is when you are placing your first order, you want to order the minimum amount of units where your supplier still allows you to actually put a logo on the product. So for your second order, now you have that confirmation. There's a much less of a risk. You know that the product is selling. All you have to do is reorder. At this point, this is where you really have to understand that money in your business is fuel. You can't just start pulling out profit immediately right after you start making money, right after you start your business, 1 month after. You just can't. It's not realistic. You need to make sure that you're putting your money to use as fuel in your business. And once you have those units, once you placed your second order, and now you're making even more profit from your second order, and how it works on Amazon is after your first, your second, your third order, with every single following subsequent order, you make more and more money because your product is stable, it gets reviews, and it becomes a self-sustaining organism that just grows and grows exponentially. But you have to understand, money is fuel, and if you're looking for something where you can just put in a little bit of money and just take out a ton of money within a month, it's not going to happen, all right? So what I recommend to you is just to understand that this is a physical products business. You know, it's not like other businesses out there where it doesn't involve physical products and inventory. You have inventory, and the only way for you to make money is to sell that inventory. Now, don't worry. The great part about this is that you can entirely see and almost predict to a T how much money you're going to make with the product with all the data that's out there and all the amazing tools we have today. But it's just important to have realistic expectations. Finally, right now, you might be incredibly enthusiastic, and I know I sure was when I was in your shoes and I was first starting out, and that's amazing because, you know, you can see that now you have another path in life. You have another way to actually achieve your dreams, and it's something different than what you were taught. And that is amazing. But eventually, like all things, excitement fades away. And when you actually get to starting your business, you'll see that, you know, it's not entirely what you actually thought it was. You know, there are problems that come up. I can tell you one thing, from having done this myself and from seeing the transformations of tons of people that I've personally coached through my company, Calm Freedom, we've seen people from different ages, you know, all the way from 20, from 18, all the way up to 70. I'm not kidding, 70, 75-year-olds being able to change their lives and start a successful business. Of course, like with anything, no matter what you do in life, it's going to involve work, right? There's no such thing as easy money. Now, I can tell you at the same time, this is certainly much easier and much better than working a 9-to-5 job that you hate, having no other choice in life, being forced to just go there and slave away for an hourly wage. And I can tell you that with all honesty. So just have realistic expectations. Luckily, you are watching the absolute best Amazon FBA program on YouTube. It's free. And, you know, if you don't like it, you can always just, you know, you haven't risked anything. You can always just try something else, right? Maybe it's not for you, right? It's not for everybody. But again, this is one of the best online business opportunities, if not the best, that exists today. If you want to make a passive income, you want to start a passive income business, you want to reach freedom. And my final piece of advice before we move on to the next video in this Amazon FBA free course, don't listen to anyone else on YouTube or out there. There are tons of people that love giving people advice, you know, and the problem is what I've personally seen is, you know, we give amazing advice. I give amazing advice. If you go look at my YouTube channel, I've been doing this for years. I have over 500 videos on YouTube, and millions of people's lives have been changed. Now, unfortunately, I've had a lot of copycats. I've had a lot of people take my information and they talk about it even though they really have no idea what they're talking about. And what happens is, if you're a beginner and right now you're just starting out, you start to get really, really confused. And, you know, one person that you watched on YouTube here told you to do one thing. One person told you to do something else. And suddenly your mind is spinning and your money's gone and your time is gone and you're wondering, where did I go wrong? This is why my best piece of advice for you, as someone who has achieved freedom, as someone who has gone through this journey personally and wants to get as many people as possible around the world as part of the freedom movement to basically achieve the same thing. If you've made the commitment that you will start a successful Amazon FBA business or you will start a successful online business or achieve freedom, for Amazon FBA, only watch the videos in this free program that we're having here for Amazon FBA on YouTube. Do not watch anyone else. You're going to get confused. You know, there might be some traps that you fall for, and it's just going to be harder to get back up. Keep it simple for yourself. You know, there's no need to have 10 million mentors. One good one is enough. That's my best piece of advice for you. In the next video in this free Amazon FBA course on YouTube, there's going to be a complete tutorial to actually set up your Amazon FBA business for complete beginners from scratch. I'm going to share my screen with you and I'm going to show you every single step of the process so that you can actually start making money by selling products online and building an amazing, valuable brand. We're going to be keeping this course updated, and we're also going to be releasing videos and adding it to this course every single week until we actually complete the entire free course. So make sure to click the notification bell as well as the subscribe button so that you're subscribed for the absolute best online business and freedom content in the world. After you do that, there's also going to be a link to actually move on to the next video in this course so you can follow along. Make sure you take action. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you in the next one. Good luck to you.